Okay, so I see Gabby is there, but I can't see. All right, here we go. So I am going to start sharing now the pantalla. All right, here we go. Share. Wow, that thing went all the way up there. And let me see down here.
Good evening.
Good evening. I hear you. Who is it? I puedo solamente oír. No puedo ver.
Excuse me.
Excuse me. So who is there? Gabriel. No, I can't see anybody. Okay. All right. So let me go over here. Tonight we're going to the study or the story is this here. You can't. Si eso es lo negativo, no puede. You can't fool. Just a second. I have a student right here that wants to come into the class. So right there is the, have you already signed in?
No, I haven't.
Okay, so you go down here, there's Carmenza. So there you go, you should be coming right in. All right, so, and you're there. So let's go down here to the cursos. There's English. Just I'm signing into the English so I can learn English. And you go down here, thinking in English, there's curso. And you're going to go down here and write the, where are you at? Oh, here we go, thinking in English. Push that one. And in a minute, it will come up and you will, but you need, if your microphone, you need to be somewhere else. Okay. Yes, join. No, inicia, join. Yeah, I'll see. Okay. Okay, so here we go. You can't fool, and then the other is Uncle Sam. Here, I'm busy. All right, Uncle Sam. All right, ¿usted recuerda esta palabra or no? Or do you know? The word fool.
Bromear.
Bromear. There are many. Sí, pero eso es tonto. No puede engañar. So you can't fool. También un hombre tonto, he is a fool. Es un tonto, a fool. Or I want to fool you, engañar a ustedes. All right. Permitir. And there you are. So, and you're on. So you can use your microphone. Yes, if you want to talk right now. You don't need the audio until if you want to talk to me. So, okay. So now here it says you can't fool Uncle Sam. So this here is the title of the story, okay, that we're going to talk about tonight. So here we have here, this here is this is the father. And of course, they have a house, they live in the house. And so this is the father, and he has a son. Wow, pobre hijo. Okay, here we go. This is the son. Son. Okay. And we'll give him, this is, we'll say this is Peter. Okay. And so the story is the father needed to send. Mire, después de un verbo que es conjugado aquí, necesitaba, lo que sigue es un infinitivo. Es lo mismo en español. Por ejemplo, necesitaba enviar. Yo quiero jugar. Debo bailar. O sea que después de un verbo conjugado, ustedes sigue, it's called a verbal, and eso sí es en la forma infinitivo. So my subject here is the father. The father needed to send a letter. So let me explain what a letter. This is a letter, okay? And a letter has, this is a stamp, okay? And over here is this is the sender. And so the person who sends the letter. And this here is where the letter goes to, see? But now the father needed to send a letter. But he, is a coma, he didn't. Recuerda que el negación, he didn't, necesito mi verbo, él no tenía. He didn't have, eso es the verb, he didn't have a stamp. Right, this is the stamp. The stamp goes here, right here. That's the stamp, okay? So, the father called his son Peter. Hey, Peter, come here, And the father, le voy a escribirlo. The father, all right, first llamó, called his son. And the son's name is Peter. See, there's Peter. This is Peter here. All right. The father, that's mi sujeto verbo. The father called. The father gave. Eso es dar. The father gave his son, Peter, okay, $1. Okay. And then the father sent his son, Peter, to the, perdón. Si mire cómo estoy formando, siempre tengo que tener mi sujeto, tengo que saber mi verbo y tengo que llevar una consecuencia bien. See, so the father called his son Peter, and the father gave his son Peter $1. The father, eso es muy repetido, pero es mejor, bueno, the father gave his son $1. The father sent his son, now over here, to, all right, to, the post office. Okay. He sent, the father sent his son to the post office to buy, okay, a stamp. Okay. The father sent Peter to the post office to buy a stamp and put the stamp on, no sé si puede entender, on the letter. This is the letter. To put the stamp on the letter and mail the letter. Okay, now eso sí está muy enredado or no, or se entiende. All right. Okay, you understand. All right, now, but now here's Peter. Peter's over here. Here's Peter, and Peter is listening, escuchando con toda esta información. He's listening. He's listening. But Dad, so voy a ponerlo en otro color para que ustedes entiendan lo que él está diciendo. So here, he says, but Dad, see, Padre, all right, ustedes aquí en Colombia say papá, or father is padre, but we also say dad or daddy. Por ejemplo, Susan me llama daddy, ahora ya que es más, well, anyway, so dad is lo que llamamos papá, see. But he says, but Dad, I don't know how to do that. Punto. Eso sí es la frase completa. But Dad, I don't know how to do that. All right. And él va a decir más. He says, I have never bought a stamp. Say, this is a stamp. I have never bought a stamp before. Eso no es correcto español porque nunca debería terminar una frase con una preposición, que before es como una preposición, pero ahí sí hablamos. All right, now, quiero anotar aquí unas palabras. Says, do you know that word, bought? All right, no? All right, now, la conjugación de los verbos, you say, all right, buy. Okay, buy. Pasado is bought. Y pasado participio is bought. Now, miren, aquí you have this here. This here is perfecto. Have bought. I have bought. I have never, nunca I have never bought. Nunca he comprado. ¿Sí? Es la misma función en español. En español yo uso la auxiliar have or haber. I have, and then you say comprado. Comprado is el pasado participio. It's the past participle. See? So here is, this here is Peter. He's doing all of this talking here. All right, now voy a agregar. Now this here is what we're going to say. Okay, here's the story. First, the name of the story. You can't, the title. You can't fool Uncle Sam. The father had a son. The son's name was Peter. And this is Peter here. Let me get, this is Peter. He is the son, and this is the father. And the father needed to send a letter. And so es entonces, son conectores. So the father called his son Peter, and he gave him, podemos decir him, en cambio le dio a él, and he gave him $1 and sent Peter, his son, to the post office to buy a stamp, and to put the stamp on the letter and to mail the letter. And Peter said, but Dad, I have never done that before. I don't know how to do that. I have never, eso sí, yo usé otra forma. Nunca he hecho. I have never, see, esta vez I use this word, done. All right, done is el pasado participio. All right, you have do, did, done. Sí, eso sí es la manera, esas historias también es una forma de contar una historia y sin tener que aprendiendo el pasado, el presente. All right, for an example. A ver, hay palabras aquí que ustedes no conocen. See, or you. All right, so this is a step. To put is colocar. This verb here, put is poner, colocar. See, gave, todo estos son verbos en el pasado. All right, the present is give. ¿Puede ver donde estoy escribiendo? To give, gave, pasado, given. Esos sí son verbos que ustedes tienen que aprender. All right. The sent is send, sent, sent. Así que this is the present. See, present, and then here's the past, and then this here is the past participle. Ustedes tienen que saber los tres formas. Pero la forma de memorizar a la lista es muy difícil. Pero así usted aprenda. There you have, all right, called. See, mire, this one, called is just simplemente un verbo corriente, pasado. But called, pasado is called, and has called, es lo mismo. Oh. See, so eso sí, didn't know. He didn't know how. No. See, here you have no, pero como yo tengo mi auxiliar aquí, no necesito conjugar este, solo necesito dar la acción. So you have no, voy a ponerlo aquí arriba. Aquí puedo. To know,
No.
that's present.
¿Tú sabes cómo
Past
se
is new,
¿Cuál?
dice? No.
Sí, como
and
es.
known.
You know.
O sea que eso sí es the form, the way that, all right, can, see, can, or you have can,
Can.
and then past is could, and then could.
Can. Could.
Bueno, no sé si hay un pasado. Yo quería mirar este, yo no estoy seguro. Ah, wow, ya no puedo hablar español. Inglés, ni español tampoco. Ah, mire, aquí, here's another verb, mail. See, mire, mail is enviar. All right, pero enviar por correo, see, to send by mail. Esta historia prácticamente ahora es it's almost obsolete now. We use emails or for all right, say for an example, en el antiguo, si ve esta palabra, post office es el oficina de correo, digamos. In the old days, we used to post a letter. Entonces, en cambio, nosotros voy a mostrar esta palabra aquí. All right, we mail and post and send.
Necesitamos los parlantes, ¿no?
Enviar, wow, este sí toca. Este.
¿Quiere que lo ponga? Espérate.
Sí, fue la misma palabra. Okay, ready? So let me save this.
Ayúdanos, creo que en la...
And this one here, we're going to say, we're going to use this one, fool, Sam, 01. Good. This is the first part of this story. So this story I have altogether about 6 different segments. But so right now, this here is the very first. This is presenting the idea. Ready? So now let's, ustedes ya sí, hay problema? All right, so here we go. Let me close this here, stop this, just this. All right, now we have 1, 2, 3. Camilo, ¿quién está contigo ahí? Who's,
Karen.
all right, Karen. All right, look, I want you three to break away. Vamos a hacer divisiones aquí, okay?
Venga.
Now, so we're going to go for 10 minutes, 10 minutos. All right. Honey, where are you at? You're not on here. Are you on? You're not on. Claro que hay. Here, just a second. Let me help my wife. Yeah. No, because I was going to put her in to listen to one of you. But at any rate, all right. So, brother, you and Karen and Camilo, all right. You tell the story. One of you tell the story. We're going to do 10 minutes. Tell and listen and practice, okay? And so, Eliana, are you and Gabriel, are y'all in the same area, el mismo sector or no? Can you, all right. ¿Ustedes pueden físicamente hablar el uno al otro or no? All right. So Gabriel, usted y ella intercambia y habla y cuenta esta parte de la historia. 10 minutos. All right. So, Ricardo, you and Manuel, vamos a, ustedes pueden ir a a un cuarto. I'll add, create a room, and I'm going to put you. No, eso sí me quiere poner la gente. Yo no sé cómo hacerlo. ¿Cómo hago? Ayuda. Okay, let's see, I need you. No, eso sí, ya pone todo el mundo allá. Okay, sorry. Ah. All right, now there we go. So let's see if I can assign. All right, you to and Anglo to move to 1. All right, now see if, all right, there should be, all right, you two in there, Manuel, you and Ricardo should be in breakout room 2. All right, good. So everybody, let's start practicing. 10 minutes. We will meet back at 7:25. Okay, 7:25. All right, good. So everybody start talking, go to your rooms and go to start talking.
Sí. Sí, es en inglés. Sí.
Pero no eran los salones.
¿No era Richie Manuel?
Right now or classrooms?
Ah, no, es que toca. Ah, ¿yo lo abro yo o no? Thank you. Yeah, ustedes necesitan go to the 2. All right,
Ya, ahora sí. Listo, ahora sí, nosotros. Bueno, the story. Bueno, está bien. ¿Sí? ¿O tú? Pero sin mirar el cuaderno.
Ay,
No, es sin mirar el cuaderno, es con memoria.
yeah, right. And in English, Milo.
Bueno, excuse me. Give me this.
Okay. The story?
The story.
The
What did
story.
you do? How did you do this?
I don't know. I cannot do it. I don't know how can they do it, but there are a lot of people that cannot do it. I don't know how they're doing it. Don't even need, I didn't have any sound. I was just listening to you. And I said, well, they're just coming to listen to me better. So why cannot I get in? They put today's phone. What is it? Also, okay. Down. You know something? Please, second. You go there. And you must there. And then also, then you cut to the other one and it goes in the way. Okay, that's it. So, no one's anybody else. Just you.
Well, I went over, yeah. So
Yeah, I get it too.
you must have left here first.
No sé por qué yo soy descendida.
That road just over. It's just- Do it the other way. So,
Si no puedo yo, nadie más puede ser ellos. No sé. Y no lo hacen. You have a number every day for the class or something?
that's what I'm doing. So what I don't know is what you did to get out. See, that's what, it doesn't really matter. The point is that it should, if it's that complicated, I mean,
I mean, you know, it says you want to salir. I say yes. Salir. And you'll be able to
you
salir.
ended your meeting.
Por eso, ya no puedo entrar.
You left.
Ay, no puedo entrar otra vez.
See, it's just like right now.
Okay.
See, they're in the meeting. If I push that in the meeting and I leave, I can't get back.
Oh, I didn't know that. I wanted to ask you. And I said, well, then you-
Well, let's try one more time and see if I can do this one.
people should be able to get in.
See, it goes right straight back, right to where you were. But see, that's not even, doesn't even line up.
No. Pero no deberían ser así.
See there, right over there, it says cigarette session.
Sí, porque debería uno poder verlo, por una persona que apenas llegó a poder entrar. Pero no lo hace. No lo deja. No, I'll try it in Spanish.
Well, it's, I have, these people are talking among themselves, and it would, since you know English, most people don't know that English. Well, they know. turn the whole thing on. Get out of, I mean,
Yeah.
Turn the whole computer, the whole thing, and then go back in and see if it'll go. Just like this one here. All right, this one.
Okay. No, nothing.
Yeah, turn it back on. Turn it on.
Nothing. See my phone, nobody else can get in.
Okay, I am going to see if I can get in with my other as just a regular. Okay,
Okay, so how should I get in?
get in like you can normally go in.
Go there. Okay. What is it doing?
It's charging. It's going to go to the next page. You need to sign in.
There's a special text. Okay. Permiso, no revisar los permisos. Por favor, espero que los datos de los usuarios y
You need to sign in.
yeah, that's it.
No, you don't want to register. You want
That's
to.
it.
They're already registered. No.
Okay, girl. Yeah.
No, it's not just you. Well, maybe after it starts, maybe there's a time when it shuts off. All right, there. Anyway, that's okay. Don't worry about it. We're gonna. That definitely is going to.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyway, let me see. Let's see how well these people are doing here. All right, I'm closing all of the rooms. They're giving 60 minutes to get out. All right, let's see if they get back. Okay, let's see. Is everybody back in? Okay. All right, so how did it go? Everybody okay? Fine? Actually, hey, Ricardo, hay problema. Nadie puede entrar. Entonces, Carmen está aquí conmigo y no puede. Tenemos que, ahí sí, ¿cómo vamos a tener? Ustedes están adentro. Yo conmigo entrando, tampoco estoy bloqueado y no me deja entrar. Eso, si este es para con la gente, nosotros, es que, ¿cómo voy a?
Ahí es donde tengo que Una vez que
Ya
entran
no
ahí,
está ahí.
Pero ¿qué dice, hermano? No veo, no.
Well, nothing.
espere, una vez que entra uno a,
Tell him in English. This is an English class.
bueno,
Sure you can. If he can't understand, he's going to have to learn. We're communicating in English right now. Right here. Look, here's what it says. It says, see, it says restringido. Disponible hasta, or sé que supuestamente she entered in earlier, más temprano. Now, ahora no puede entrar. Now she cannot.
No sé cómo se dice matricular en inglés.
Pues busca la forma.
She inscribed in the course.
Yes. We did, yeah, she enrolled in the course this afternoon. And she is enrolled as Carmenza Gage.
but I could not hear anything.
She couldn't hear. Well, it's you probably have that.
So I just decided to come and stay in the class. Here, you know,
All right, but
listening.
look, here's where you have to turn the volume up. Right
Yeah.
there.
Where?
Right there.
Didn't come any sound.
Over here you have mute,
Yeah.
and if you turn that off, people can't hear you. Here you stop your deal, and I don't know, is there we don't have a volume here anywhere, do we? You know, video settings, camera settings, here's your microphone. See, here's your microphone, here's your speaker.
And rail.
See, it's over there with your microphone. So that's, you can do that.
Yeah. Okay.
All right.
Well, it's fine.
At any rate, tomorrow's another day. We
Yeah.
will try it. But es que eso es preocupante porque there were several people that have not been able to enroll. And all right, nevertheless, that's not right now. Okay, this here is the story. This is about You Can't Fool Uncle Sam. Okay, so everybody, todo se entendió. The boy, so he went to the store and he didn't know how to buy a stamp. He had never bought a stamp before. So he did not know how to buy a stamp. All right, so what he did, so I'm going to go into the second part of the story. So here we go, the second part. Ready? So let me go up here to this. And let me get this thing down here where I can. Hey, move it over here probably. All right. Yeah. I don't know why that does that. Sometimes it only opens up into the. There we go. So here's where we are. So now we are getting ready to say I've already saved that. I believe I did.
Por favor, abra la lección Thinking in English. Cuando se abra el cuadro de diálogos en la parte superior de la pantalla, clic en abrir su meeting para ingresar a la clase de inglés.
Yeah.
¿Dónde dice abrir su meeting?
It does whenever you push the button, it lights up and you enter the meeting. Here, I don't interrupt. I'm in another part. Here, come on. Let's get this here. This one here. All right, this I've already. All right, I have saved this one here. So now we're going to erase this. This here is the second part. Okay. So the boy has $1 in his pocket. Okay? And so here he leaves the house. Let me get over here. So he left the house. Here's the house. And there was his dad waving, bye, son, goodbye. And here goes the sun. All right. But then when he got to here's the post office over here, right? And it had a, you know, it's and this here is, voy a hacerlo más grande. So we have a bigger post office because I can't. All right, so here it is. And it says U.S. Post Office. And has a flag up here on top. And down here below this here, it had a big window. This is a window. And there was a man behind the window. Okay, so this is the post office. And all right. So when here comes Peter. So Peter is coming, and he didn't know how to buy a stamp. So here's a tree. So Peter hid. Now mire, hid es también es irregular. You have hide, presente, esconder. Hid es pasado, and hidden es pasado participio. O sea que este sí es. So Peter hid behind. Si él está detrás, behind. Y este es una preposición, es el objeto de la preposición. So he hid, Peter hid behind the tree. See? So Peter hid behind the tree and watched. All right, now, this is a watch. But eso, watch, también es verbo, es mirar, observar. So Peter watched. So here he is, and he's watching, okay? So here's what he saw. And here was a bunch of people. See? And they had a letter in their hand. Okay, here's a letter. And here was a letter. And these are letters. And so, and the people he saw lo que vio. All right, saw. Eso es pasado de sí. So you have see, presente. Saw, seen. O sea que, so Peter, sujeto. Peter saw people waiting. Okay, in line. So here's what he saw. He saw, or he observed. Observe is another word. All right, aquí puede ver, aquí no. He observed. O-B-S-E-R-V-E-D. So here's what he observed. All right, number one. All right, the people, these are people. aquí people, the people went to, this is a window. All right. So the people went to the window and este más grande. So here's the window. All right, and here is the clerk. This is a clerk. A clerk is un vendedor, por ejemplo, en una tienda, lo que atiende la gente, clerk. So here's the clerk at the post office window. So the people, they went to the window. All right, eso es número uno. Let me erase this one up here. They went to the window. Estoy hablando, eso, el sujeto es people. The people gave money to the clerk. All right, now mi sujeto va a cambiar. The clerk gave a stamp to the person, see? Now, mire, aquí yo usé otra palabra, ya, people and person. People is muchos, person is one, say uno. So now here's what they're doing. The people, they go to the window, they give money to the clerk. The clerk gives a stamp to the person. The person takes the stamp. This is a letter. And here's and the person takes the stamp and licks, L-I-C-K-S, licks. Yeah. He licks the stamp, licks the stamp, and puts the stamp on the letter. Okay. Ahora voy a borrar esta parte aquí porque no tengo campo para hacer nada. Okay, let's see. All right, now, and over here, this is wow, yo estoy dibujando extremadamente chévere como Leonardo da Vinci. This here is mail. All right, now this is a mailbox, okay? And there is this is a slot. The slot is una huequito, a slot. And so the people, they put the stamp on the letter, And then, si estoy describiendo una acción, lo que ellos están haciendo. And then the people go to the mailbox okay, and they put the letter into the slot and mail the letter. This is where you mail the letter. So the letter is on the inside. See? Okay? So here we go. Now Peter didn't know how to buy a stamp. So he went to the post office. Ooh, wait, let me cambia el color este. So he went to the post office and he hid behind a tree. This is a tree. Voy a cambiar este un poco. This is a tree. And here's. So Peter, he hid behind the tree. He watched, or he saw people. Here's people. He saw the people waiting in line, and the people went to the window and they gave the clerk, they went to the window, they gave the clerk some money to the clerk. The clerk gave a stamp to the people, to the person, and the person went to the mailbox and he put he put the letter into the slot and mailed, eso es pasado, the letter. Okay? Very good. So, let's see what we have. Hasta el momento. So here we have Peter, and we have his dad, father, and the father needed to send a letter, mail a letter, and so he called his son, Peter, come here. I need you to go to the post office and buy a stamp. But Dad, I don't know how to buy a stamp. Well, look, here's $1. Go to the post office and buy the stamp, and then put the stamp on the letter and mail the letter. Oh, so Peter went to the post office. This is the post office, and he didn't know how to buy the stamp, so he hid behind a tree. This is a tree. He hid behind the tree and he observed. Here he's observing. He observed or saw, he saw people went to the clerk. The clerk was in the post office. He was at the window, behind the window, and the people would go or went to the window and they gave the clerk money, $1 or money, and the clerk gave the people a stamp, and the people put the stamp on the letter, and then they went to the mailbox and put the letter into the slot and mailed the letter. Eso sí es como uno se, la idea de este es que para que uno entiende cómo ustedes tienen que mover la idea. La idea tiene que tener una secuencia llevando lógica analíticamente, controlando la idea y el proceso. Porque recuerda, así el gringo puede entender. Y so you pintar la historia en la mente de la persona escuchando. Sí, that's what you do. Good. So that's this part. Eso es lo que he saw, lo que él vio. Now, voy a contar esta parte porque quiero gastar los últimos minutos en otro. So eso es lo que él vio. So Peter decided that he would be very smart. Wow, I will be smart. So Peter waited. Wait is to esperó. Esta parte solo voy a contar. To wait es esperar, but eso es el pasado, recuerda. So Peter waited until he did not see, porque tengo mi auxiliar, ¿sí? He did not see. Este ahora no lo conjuga de saw el pasado, porque este encarga de la pasado. So he did not see. Peter waited until he did not see. Es como negativo, tengo que usar positivo. Any people in line. Then Peter, here's Peter, he ran to the post office and put the letter into the mail box. This is a mail box. He didn't buy a stamp. He thought, wow, I am very smart. He did not buy a stamp. And he had $1, tenía $1, he had $1. And he thought, wow, I will keep, yo me guarda, I will keep the money for me. Okay. Bueno, eso sí, mañana vamos a repetir un poco de y what I will do tonight, lo que voy a hacer esta noche is we will, let's see, let me get this here. All right, I will put my story up on the internet where you guys can see the story, and then tomorrow we will continue this whole story from start to finish. I want you to look at the whole outline, and let me just let me take this off. This is what I have para que ustedes pueden ver lo que vamos a poner. See, this is my, see, he's, you can't fool Uncle Sam. And the father wrote a letter, and he goes, here he goes to the post office. The people are in line. So Peter waited behind the tree, and he watched. And here's what he saw. He saw the people. The people went to the window. There was a clerk behind the window. The people gave the clerk money. The clerk gave the people a stamp. They put the stamp on the letter. They went to the mailbox. This is the mailbox here. And then they put the letter in the slot of the mailbox. This is the story here. This is what they did. So here we got, voy a poner este aquí. So Peter got an idea. See, he said to himself, I will be smart. See, very intelligent. I will be smart. Dad will be proud of me. Dad will be proud of me. I will save. Save is ahorrar. See, $1. So he waited until there was nobody. All right, ahí sí lo hizo negativo aquí. Antes en la otra yo dijo, él no. He waited until he didn't see anybody. See, no puede tener doble negativo en inglés. So he waited until there was nobody around. Then he ran to the mailbox. He put the letter in the mailbox. He didn't buy a stamp. So number 5 is over here. So here he is. Well, estoy moviendo. No sé si estoy moviendo ustedes, pero. All right. So here he is. So on the way home, he decided he bought an ice cream cone. There's an ice cream cone. So Peter spent 50 cents. 50 cents for an ice cream cone. When Peter got back to the house or to the home, he gave the change. Change is el cambio, 50 cents, back to his dad. Wow. And his, boy, here, Dad, here's 50 cents back. Devuelvo. So his dad said, son, where did you get this money? Asked the father. And Peter explained how smart he had been. Pero the dad had to explain, tenía que explicar al papá, el hijo. Okay, so he explained to Peter that you can't fool Uncle Sam. So tiene que comprar you have to buy the letter. You have to buy the stamp to put on the letter. So that's the story. De no puede engañar a tío Sam. Pero mañana ustedes va a contar toda la historia, and we will leave this up so that you can copy that tomorrow. Oh, wow. Y mañana tengo otra forma. Voy a parar este. Ya se acabó el tiempo. I have some more work on the grammar. Porque, mire, ustedes están entrando muy tarde. And so, trata de estar conectado y listo para empezar la clase. Mire, ya se acabó la hora y yo no he tocado la parte de la gramática que quería tocar hoy. So, try to see. Bueno, yo no puedo, si quiere, Eliana, yo lo hablo al gobierno para que arregle el sistema de internet. I'm going to tell them, mis estudiantes están llegando tarde a la clase por falta de este gobierno. Y yo creo que ellos arreglan sin problema. They will fix the situation. It will be perfect. So don't worry. I'll take care of it.
Okay,
Okay.
thank you very much.
No, está bien. Tranquilo, tranquilo. Algún día se me puede.
Speak also too.
Ya, ok. Bueno, bien. Bueno, lo siento mucho que no hicimos mucho, pero es que es el proceso. Es que está ahí, ustedes están ganando por presente, pasado y verbos. La mente está absorbando, it's a sponge, chupando toda la información. Y se entra, no se afana. Se suena como loco, pero sí, la mente va adquiriendo. See, for an example, hoy yo no recuerdo, you have see, saw, seen, he saw, he watched, he observed, he sent, he put, mire todos los verbos que usamos hoy. He gave, bueno,
Hide. Hid.
hid,
No. I, he,
hid.
Ah, no.
Sí, mire, ustedes, no sé si ustedes conocen, ha oído o ha visto
Watch it.
estos verbos antes,
Some,
some.
yeah.
Pero mire, ahí sí, en este momento, ustedes, aunque no había visto antes, se entiende el verbo.
Yeah.
Pero, ¿en qué idioma ganó este verbo? Ojalá que se ganó en inglés. Yeah, that's what you don't need to, ya sabe ambos, that esconder, hide, hid, etc. But there it is. So, sí funciona, sin tanto de forzar la mente. Bueno, hermanitos, que Dios les bendiga. Nos vemos entonces.
Gracias.
bye.
Bye.
Gracias.
See you later. Goodbye. Thank you,
See you
Karen.
tomorrow.
And Camilo. Así. Well, that's the right way to learn. Bueno, chao, chao. Nos vemos.
Bye.
See you.
Bye, teacher.
Thank you.